Hello, everybody. This is Kirk Williams, and this is a Live Inspired Moment. Thank you for joining me today. Just want to talk a little bit about, Marvel movies, and just one in particular. I was watching a Marvel movie, not too long ago, and it was Infinity War, Avengers, Infinity War, and I was watching that, and it sparked this moment, because in that movie, Thanos, which is the bad guy, is out to do everything he possibly can to obtain these Infinity Stones so that he can do some type of correction of the universe with, killing off half of, all life in the universe. But one thing he does in order to get to that his goal, his that's what he would consider success, is to sacrifice his own daughter Gamora. Her name is Gamora in the movie. And what it does in that particular movie, there's a flashback, and Gamora is young. After he does everything he needs to do, Gamora, there's a flashback, and she is asking him as a young little girl, did you do it? And his response is, yes, I did. Killed all, half of all life. And her question to him was, well, was it worth it? Or, excuse me, what was the cost? And he said, she said, what did it cost you? Everything. It was his response. It was his reply. And that had me thinking, for us in the real world, what does it cost us to do the things that we want to do? We have goals, we have aspirations, we want to, climb the corporate ladder, the success ladder. We want to get to the very top. Doesn't matter what we do in life, whether we are, a business person that we own our own company, whether we are employee and we're trying to work our way up through the corporate ladder, whether we're preachers and we're trying to be the best preacher, trying to have the best, biggest church, the most effective church. It doesn't really matter. We're all trying to attain something. And what my question to you, my question to myself is, what does it cost? You know, yes, we want to attain those things, and there's nothing wrong with obtaining success. I believe God wants us to be successful. He wants us to be do great things in life, and because he's a good God, I mean, he wants good things for us. So I don't think it's a God issue about obtaining success. I think it's really, do we have his heart when we're trying to go for those things? And part of that is, what does it cost in order to obtain that success that we're going after, the things that we're trying to accomplish? What will it cost? A lot of times the cost refers to relationships. The cost refers to, how does the impact of me going and doing this particular activity, whether it's, trading stocks, trying to get more and more stocks, so I use up all my money and my time is spent on looking at stocks, trying to get more money, or my time is spent trying to, make this best, corporate deal for my company, whether it's trying to, go and visit as many people in the hospital as possible, because that's what a good pastor does. And a lot of times we take the relationships that we have with others, especially those that are closest to us, our family, we take those and we kind of push those to the side and say, I'm doing the good work, I'm going after my goals, I'm striving to be the best. And a lot of times, if we're not careful, then that striving for the best actually alienates and dismisses the true success, which is in our relationships, it's in our legacy, it's in our lifeline, our lifeblood. So I would, just ask you to think about your own success journey and what you're doing in life, and does it take away from the true success, which is building a loving family, having people in your life, doing life with others, with people, relationships. That's where success really is. Um, that would be my thing. That's what I got out of this this Avengers movie that I was watching earlier. What will it cost for me to do and get to where I want to get to? And if the cost is too high, meaning I might get there, but am I going to get there alone? Am I going to be wealthy, rich, famous, and do it alone? Because I alienated my wife and my kids and my mother and father and my friends because I wanted to get there. Or that's a question that we have to ask ourselves. And again, I'm not saying that success is bad. I'm not saying going after your goals, trying to reach certain levels is wrong. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you have to weigh the costs of all those things. And there is a risk that you might alienate some people. There's a risk that you may gain some new friends. So there's these different things. But my goal in saying this is you have to be prepared and weigh the cost. What does it cost? If it's going to cost you everything, including losing some relationships that you should not lose, then you might have to think about that. Now, there are some relationships that you probably need to get rid of, that you probably need to lose in order to soar. And that's okay. You need to figure those things out too for yourself. But what I'm saying is the ones that are most precious to you, you don't want to jeopardize that success, that love, because you went after this other type of success that's not going to really sustain itself. So at the end of your life, you're not really going to care what kind of car you drive, how much money you have in the bank, how many friends you think you have. You're going to want those that are closest to you, next to you, by your side, and that's what's going to be meaningful to you. So make sure, and I'm doing the same thing as I do more and more projects, business, different things. I need to make sure that number one priority is taking care of home. Number one priority is my family, those people that are around me, and that if the cost is too high to obtain quote unquote success, then it's too high and I'm not willing to pay that. But I tell you what, God will be happy with you because you chose the right way. And that's kind of where I'm going with this. So, with that said, thank you very much for listening. God bless you. Be encouraged. All things are good. Even when it doesn't look like it is, it is. Stay positive. Nothing good comes out of a negative attitude and all. Live inspired. You know what? You can inspire the next generation to do phenomenal things. And it's going to benefit them. It's going to benefit you. It's going to benefit our world. So with that said, God bless you. Love you. Thank you very much for watching or listening to this. And we'll talk to you next time. Have a great one.